Hello and welcome to the Rhythm and Roots Show with Rohan and Al of the Dublin City Rounders, your weekly dose of ragtime, music hall, bluegrass, country blues, early jazz, western swing, and more. We got live sessions and interviews with guests local and around the world, recorded at Beardfire Studio, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like Rhythm and Roots on Facebook, catch up with the podcast on Spreaker.com, and don't forget you can become a Rhythm and Roots Patreon patron today. Now enjoy the show. Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to a Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 on this Friday. Hope everyone's feeling absolutely fantastic.
I'm sure everyone is.
I'm sure everyone is.
Every single person who's listening to this.
Yeah, who's
if
listening
you're not
to this.
feeling fantastic, please write into us at...
Don't give them our address, please, Al.
No, yeah, I was going to make one up. But...
People who aren't feeling fantastic, I don't want them to know where we record this program.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
But if you are not feeling fantastic, you will be soon, because we've got a great show ahead of us, like the many, many behind. This is actually episode 110, which is a number, a very high
Comes
number.
after 109.
Well, not always. We're going to listen to some music later in the program. We've got the wonderful, wonderful Katie and Aoife, the twins. Lynch. God, I've already butchered that.
That was like the worst way to phrase that.
Twins, Katie and Aoife, joining us later in the show. Was that any better, Al?
Probably, yeah, a little bit.
Thank you.
It was kind of intense, but yeah, I think it works.
Yeah,
it works. It's radio.
Radio's got to be intense,
yeah.
or no one's going to listen to it. Absolutely wonderful young artists joining us later in the show. They're going to do a cover version of a Bon Iver tune and also one of their own, and a great interview all about what it's like being twins who play music. So if you've ever sat around and wondered, you know what? What's it like being twins who play music? Well, wonder no more.
We have the show for you.
We have the show for you. We also have lots of great music on the show, besides those guys as well. Some other great music. This is the Southern Melody Boys with one of my all-time favourite songs. This is Tribulation Days.
Tribulation days are here, and the time is drawing near, when our Savior shall descend from the sky. Then like angels we shall fly, and we'll bid this earth goodbye. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. 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 When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. We may go most any day, but we're coming back to stay. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. Split and the Son of God descend and come like lightning in the sky. Then may your Savior say, "Rod my far one, come away." When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. 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 When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. We may go most any day, but we're coming back to stay. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. When the trump of God shall sound, waken the saints beneath the ground. Go to the marriage of the Lamb. When the tribulation ceases, we will have eternal peace. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. 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 When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. We may go most any day, but we're coming back to stay. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back. We may go most any day, but we're coming coming back to stay. When the tribulation's over, we'll be back.
Dreaming of you, that's all I do. Night and day for you I'm pining. And in your eyes, blue as the skies, I can see the love light softly shining. Because you love me, there it seems. Pray meet me in the land of dreams. Meet me tonight in dreamland under the silvery moon. Meet me tonight in dreamland where love's sweet roses bloom. Come with a love light gleaming in your dear eyes of blue. Meet me in dreamland, sweet dreamy dreamland. There let my dreams come true. Meet me tonight in dreamland under the silvery moon. Meet me tonight in dreamland where love's sweet roses bloom. Come with the love light gleaming in your dear eyes of blue. Meet me in dreamland, sweet dreamy dreamland. There let my dreams come true.
Sorry about that, guys. I was actually frying an egg during that song.
It looks tasty, though.
Yeah, thanks, Al. I didn't make one for you. Are you hungry?
Kinda, yeah. I'll just look at it jealously while you eat it.
Okay, well, I'll eat it during the next song. But yeah, I was frying an egg during that song.
That was a joke about how much hiss there was.
Yeah, in case you didn't... It did sound a lot like it. About halfway through listening to that, I started to imagine someone making a fry-up, and I got very hungry.
Well, that's probably what was happening. Maybe, like, his...
Probably. Maybe back in 1910 when that song was recorded, in order to, power the machine or something, they had to, use a deep fryer or something.
Yeah, you heard it here first, people. Old-timey recording devices were powered by the power of eggs?
No. Just oil on a pan.
Okay.
Speaking of oil on a pan, you want to get hot? Ella Mae Morse is an artist, great singer, and this is a song she wrote about myself and Al and how much coffee we drink every day. This is Ella Mae Morse with 40 Cups of Coffee.
I drink a cup of coffee and start to combing out my hair. I drink 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee waiting for you to come home. A quarter to 12, you're still not in. The way you run around is the doggone sin. I drink 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, cups of coffee waiting for you to come home. 2:45, I start watching the clock. The phone won't ring, so I'm waiting for your knock. I drank 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee waiting for you to come home. A cigarette and drank 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee waiting for you to come home. You knock on the door about 4:45. I want to hug and kiss you and say I'm glad you're still alive. I drank 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, 40 cups of coffee, but I'm glad you finally came home.
Ella Mae Morse there with 40 cups of coffee.
This show is, of course, sponsored by coffee.
It's not, but...
No. It could be.
It could be, actually.
Yeah.
Could be.
If you are affiliated with coffee and want to sponsor the show, send us coffee.
Send us coffee. 40 cups, please. Next up, we've got a little bit of Twins Katie and Aoife. Later in the program, in the second part of the show after the break, we are going to hear from them in the form of what's called an interview. I just did air quotes there for those listening at home who aren't part of the live streamed webcam portion of the show that we might do sometime in the future. Point. Yeah. But this is a beautiful cover, beautiful rendition of a Bon Iver song called Flume, and these guys are like genuinely excellent. I think they're only 16. They're still in school, but they're incredibly talented individually. And then when you put them together and you hear those vocal harmonies and the way they perform together, it's absolutely magical. And they're sure to do very, very, very well with their music. I can't imagine anyone wouldn't like it.
Yeah, no one. Not a single person.
Not a single person.
Could possibly dislike this.
No, I mean that. It's like, could you imagine like the evil person?
I know. I can picture that guy. I think he's got a curly mustache and like
he's a villain.
Yeah,
he's like tying people to train tracks and stuff. Yeah, those Lynch twins. I'm gonna get them.
Man, the Lynch twins really sounds like a detective duo.
Yeah. And that evil guy, they're trying to... What the hell are we doing now? Right, lads. Back on track. We've only had 5 cups of coffee, so we've got no excuse.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little listen to Katie and Aoife Lynch. This is their beautiful rendition of the Bon Iver song, Flume.
I am my mother's only one, and that's enough. I wear my garment so it shows. Now you know. Only love is all my sky is warm and she's a moon.
Twins Katie and Aoife there with Flume, accompanied by myself and Al on the guitar and the bass. Later on in the program, we'll be hearing from them in the form of what I've called an I've already done this bit, haven't I?
You have, yeah.
God, sorry. And then we'll be hearing their wonderful original tune, Think of You, after that. Next up, though, we've got some more music for you. We've got a little bit of Billy Murray and the American Quartet with a little song called Oh Johnny, Oh. I don't know, does his surname begin with O? Is that what they're talking about? Or
Potentially, yeah.
like Johnny Osmond or something? Maybe that's what it's about.
I think it is, yeah. It's about Johnny Osmond, who was a baker who was also a sailor back in 1902.
I don't know why you are saying everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It's like saying
I
the
was just
sky
like,
is high or water is wet.
Yeah.
So this is Billy Murray and the American Quartet with Oh Johnny, Oh Johnny, Oh from 1917.
Classic gags.
Are crazy about a certain little lad. Although he's very, very bad, he could be oh so good when he wanted to. Bad or good, he understood about love and other things. For every girl in town followed him around just to hold his hand and sing. Oh Johnny, how you can love. Oh Johnny, heavens above, you make my sad heart jump with joy, and when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so oh Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just oh Johnny, oh. Tried his best to hide from every girl he knew, but even this he couldn't do, for they would follow him most everywhere. Then his friends got him to spend a week or so at home. It's worse now than before, cause the girl next door hollers through the telephone. Oh Johnny, how you can love. Oh Johnny, heavens above, you make my sad heart jump with joy, and when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so oh Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just oh Johnny, oh. Please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? When I look in your eyes and you tell me those lies, I just oh Johnny, oh.
Oh Johnny, oh. So it was actually about a bad man who all the girls like.
It was, yeah.
A tale as old as time.
That's pretty old.
It's pretty old, I guess.
It's like 100 years old.
I don't know about that. That's out and up for debate. Out and up for debate. Let's have a little listen to
it's
some
out
more.
For debate, but it'll be back shortly.
Yes. With the milk. We're going to listen to some Arthur Collins. I was psychically thinking about Arthur Collins today.
I mean, who isn't, honestly? Like, all the time.
I suppose so. He's a studly young man from 100... I mean... No, I was going to say something really disrespectful. I'm not going to say that. He's a studly young man, And let's listen to his song. What song is it, Al?
This is The Temptation Rag.
Down at the dance and hold a fancy folks one and all assemble and give a ball on Saturday night. Such dusty bells of there can't equal them anywhere. Lovely sight. Never you saw before the dancing that's on that floor, and I'll tell you what, it's more without any brag. Only my gal and me are all that you want to see you dancing that new sensation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rags. When I hear music sweet, I'd just rather dance than eat, and always my busy feet keep time to the drum. Start kind of lazy-like, but get kind of crazy-like. Going some, feet way up in the air with never a woe or care, and go on a dance and tear a sort of a jag. Think that my gal and me will dance through eternity, doing that new temptation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rags. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rags.
The old temptation rag there, Arthur. Oh no, I turned
Hey,
Aussie
Arthur
there for
Collins.
a second. Hey, Arthur Collins. We're going to have another tune now in a moment, and then we're going to be back with Twins Katie and Aoife joining us for the second part of the program, and then we'll be able to hear their original tune as well. But before that, do enjoy this track. We do love our old Western swing here on Rhythm and Roots. This is Shelley Lee Alley and his Alley Cats.
Dramatic pause there. I like it.
I like to
Built
add a
attention.
little bit of suspense and tension to our program, because people don't listen to the radio to relax. They want to feel nervous.
Threatened and nervous, yeah.
This is Shelley Lee Lally. Listen, it's a bit of a tongue twister, okay? There's 6 L's in the name of this band, which is a lot. So this is 7 L's. 7 L's.
Keep finding more L's.
Shelley Lee Alley and his Alley Cats with What Size Do You Need?
Yeah!
are you? Are you lonesome? Are you blue? If you are, just come on, key. Tell me now what size you need. Oh, yeah. Now listen, stranger, here's the door. Don't forget it's 34. Some can't write and some can't read, but I've got just the size you need. Oh, hello, counter doctor. Yes, yes, yes. Now don't be bashful, come on in. Mother Nature ain't a sin. That's a quarter, ain't no heat, 'cause I've got just the size you need. Oh, hello, hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome back to Rhythm and Roots here on Near FM 90.3 on this Friday afternoon. We are joined in studio today by Katie and Aoife Lynch. Welcome.
Hi. Hello.
Did I say your names right?
Yep.
Good. Woo. That's a great start. So you're twins.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How long have you known each other?
I'd say about a while.
Which one's older? That's a thing, isn't it?
I am.
By
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Very good. See, this is going to make for very awkward. I asked you guys just before how you decided whose name goes first in the band. And it got really, really chilly in here.
Yeah.
So it used to be Aoife and Katie, and now it's Katie and Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
Katie and Aoife and Katie. I don't know, they're same.
I think I made the Instagram account and I put my name first, and that's how kind of Mum was like, just change them all to Katie and Aoife.
Yeah, because we had them all different and then we had to change them because Katie did that. Yeah.
Classic Katie. So yeah, did you both start taking an interest in music at the same time? What kind of, I'll ask you one at a time, right? Katie, when did you start playing music?
I've been singing like all my life. I have videos of me singing with my dad when I was 4 years old, playing with my toys at Christmas Eve. And then I picked up the baron around 4 or 5 years ago, and then I started doing kind of pop songs with the baron when I started playing with Aoife. And like I've basically just been doing it all my life, and I recently picked up the piano, and then
that must have been very heavy.
Yeah.
Baron's a lot easier. Hey.
Yeah, and then I play guitar as well. I taught myself guitar a few years ago as well, so I've just been doing it all my life. It's kind of just in me.
I'm right here, I'm starting to just feel terrible about myself hearing all these amazing stories. And I did this, then I did this. And it shows, like, it's really, really impressive. We've heard a track before and we'll hear another track, and it's apparent your guys' talent. That's my good grammar. And so you, Aoife, how did you come about in terms of finding your way with music?
Well, Katie was always kind of more confident than I was. Like, she'd sing at every family event and all that sort of stuff, but I was just kind of like, I was more of the shower singer and making up my own stuff, like little jingles and that sort of thing. And I actually had really bad stage fright when I was when I was about 10 maybe, or a bit younger, so I never liked singing for people. And then I picked up guitar when I was like around 10, and then I got over my stage fright because I felt like I had something there to shield me. And after that, then we started singing together when I could accompany myself. So people were always like, oh, let's do something together, you're twins, it's great. Like, and we were kind of like, okay then, if you insist. And then we went into secondary school and we really got into it, like, and we realised we sounded good together, so we just sort of stuck with it then. And then we took up busking and that, and now we've gotten serious about it.
Brilliant. When did you guys start busking?
I think it was the summer of 2017. So
wow.
2 years
wow,
ago.
2 years ago. Okay. Yeah. So you guys would have been, like 14 or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a daunting thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Talk about stage fright. You had stage fright when you're 10 and then you're like busking when you're 14. But it is true. I guess it is, like, I know obviously I can very much relate to, first of all, the guitar thing. It's a great kind of hiding behind this instrument that can kind of at least, you know, you can divide people's attention by what you're playing and what you're singing. But then also, you know, I play a lot with Al. Say hi, Al. Hi. There's Al over there in the distance. You know, we've always, you know, played together, and it's great when you're busking or something, if something's if it's not the best day in the world or whatever, at least you've got someone to share it with.
Yeah, that's
you know,
exactly
and you can have a laugh about the experience later on, and also, you know, playing music together with family and stuff. It's you kind of. You've already gotten about as sick of each other as you can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of you know each other, you know, inside and out, and it's when you can perform with that wonderful tightness that I think only comes with you know, a family or brothers and sisters or parents and children, is that kind of that, you know, I was talking about it before, they call it blood harmony, which sounds really weird, but it just means you're related, you know. And you guys have got it, and it's a wonderful resonance that happens, I think, only, you know, in that circumstance. So yeah, how was the busking? Not too bad?
It's actually, it's really good. It's
yeah.
very enjoyable, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you think that it's quite daunting, but it's you're kind of playing for yourself, and if people stop, it's a bonus, but you're really just, we go out there and try out songs, see if people like them and that sort of thing, and like
kind of a paid rehearsal, because you
get
get money for it, but then you're also rehearsing your songs. Like, people don't know what the song's meant to sound like if it's coming from someone else.
Exactly.
They just love it. Like, they see us like two young girls, and then they see our sign, see we're twins, they're like, oh my gosh, like, we could be sounding terrible, but they still stop.
We start putting twins on our side too, you know. You don't want to believe it, but it's like, you're really twins? Yeah. It's only 8 years apart, you know. It's kind of weird, but it's amazing that, you know, you know, people go to work and, you know, maybe do part-time work in a bar. I had a real job once. I worked in Domino's Pizza. Al's been a rock star his whole life, so that's all he's ever done. But yeah, you know, I wasn't getting any rehearsal done while I was getting good at making pizzas, but you know, what's that going to do for my musical career? Not much at all. And I still haven't made a pizza since. So it's but it's true. It's amazing that it's not just a rehearsal, like, because it's so different when you rehearse on your own or in your room or whatever together. You don't get that kind of audience feedback. You don't get to see how things sound when you're actually performing them at, you know, at volume and all those kind of things. And it's a great thing that you guys have. You've put together a record as well, an EP.
Yeah.
An extended play is what they used to be called back in the day. This is going to be out probably September-ish or something like that?
Yeah, that's the
Online.
Yeah.
But it is available to purchase from you guys, either if someone catches you busking or at a live gig, or if they get in touch with you online, right?
Yep, that's it, yeah.
So what's the best place to find you guys online?
If you kind of just Google Twins Katie and Aoife Lynch, you'd find kind of a lot. You'd find our Instagram, our YouTube, our
Facebook. We have Twitter, but we haven't figured that out yet.
No one's figured Twitter out.
Yeah.
No one actually understands how it works.
Yeah, but I'd say Instagram is probably our biggest. Like, we have the most amount of people kind of on that, and yeah, that's the best.
Right. Yeah. I think Instagram's great these days. It's just a way for people to keep up with what you're doing. In a really effective way. I find Facebook is a little bit slower or something. It's good for posting gigs and stuff though, and there's a different audience on there. So what's are you still writing songs? What's the plan over the next 50 years of your life or something? Just short term. Probably
maybe get a few more like EPs or like albums or whatever, like that sort of thing out, like kind of get more of our own music out and just continue writing. But for now, we're just gonna finish school and just that sort of thing. And
are you guys doing music in school?
Yeah,
I didn't do it in the junior cycle, but I'm doing it next year, in fifth year. So I'll be doing it for my leaving cert. So that's fun.
You do the clap back or whatever that thing is.
We've recently started doing weddings. We did one back in February, and we have one coming up.
So probably just keep doing that. It's
weddings are sweet.
Good for the cash.
Yeah. Cash flow injection. Weddings, man, corporate stuff's great. This has just turned into like a musician's business meeting. But yeah, no, like I haven't had a chance yet because you literally just handed to me the new record to check out the other original stuff on it. But Think of You is fantastic. Really solid, well-written song, great harmonies. So yeah, just keep doing it, please. It'll make people happy, and it'll make you guys happy because you'll be producing good music. What I was going to say is we're about to listen to Think of You, the live rendition.
Yep.
How do you guys write songs and stuff? Like, there's two of you. Does one kind of start with it and then you word it kind of together, or does one just completely write one, or how does it work?
Aoife's a songwriter.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would do like the kind of the lyrics, and then most of the lyrics and like the kind of the melody and that sort of thing, and then I generally write them kind of myself with my own ear, and then play them for Katie, and she'll give me her feedback, and then that's where the harmonies and stuff come from, and then there'd be like a lot of bits we change to suit the both of us and that sort of thing.
Like I have written like one or two songs. I wrote one there recently with the piano, because I find it's a lot easier to write with a piano than it is with a guitar. But like, I don't really do it for many people, but sure, I'll play them for Aoife sometime, and then we can actually sing them for people. But
yeah, okay, cool. So you're kind of you're still building your confidence a little bit in the songwriting field. But it's great that you guys have each other to bounce off ideas, and and whatever people hear at the end of the day is a uniquely kind of collaborative thing. You know, it wouldn't sound the same without the two of you. Do you know what I mean? Wonderful. Okay, so tell us. We're going to wrap up soon, but tell us a little bit about the song.
So the song, I actually wrote this a good few years ago. It was one of my first songs I wrote, so it has come a long way since like I first wrote it down on my notepad. Like people always ask me what it's about and that sort of thing, but like, and they're like, oh, like, what have you been through?
Trying to get some goss, Who is this?
Yeah, there's not much of that. It's just kind of like, I don't know where it comes from. It's just kind of like a subconscious sort of thing, kind of like a dream, that sort of thing. You don't really know what it means. It like might reveal itself to you in the future. But
that's very good.
Yeah, it's just kind of how I feel sometimes, and it's just...
That's great.
Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it.
You're a vessel for this thing, right? And look, you know, songwriters, good songwriters through the ages they all describe that same process. So you're on the right track, guys.
Good.
Yeah, just that thing of being able to tell stories and create stories that are you know, universally appealing and that people have been through, which is great. You know, doesn't always have to be like, I woke up this morning and ate some cereal and put my shoes on. You know, if you was writing about your own day, it's like, just you get these thematic things and it's immediately appealing. So yeah, great work. So listen, everyone who is listening, get online, find Katie and Aoife Lynch, or Katie and Aoife Twins, or whatever. Twins Katie. Twins Katie. It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Twins Katie and Katie. Twins Katie and Aoife, and Lynch is your last name. Is Lynch in there or not?
Twins Katie and Aoife.
Twins. The two guys here are like, they know. They're like, no, it's not in there. And the
Twins Katie and Aoife Music.
Twins Katie and Aoife Music. Brilliant, brilliant. Well, listen, thanks so much for joining us on the show. Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Really great playing music with you guys. And yes, do keep an eye out for much more from Katie and Aoife and Katie over the next, hopefully, many years of music. So thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks so much.
First time you looked in my eyes, told me you'll be mine. I thought you were genuine. And the last time you told me you loved me, I felt as if the world was falling to my feet, and you left me standing on my own in the dark and feeling all alone. I thought that you would think of me. That's all you do is think of you. When the world is feeling blue, you left me standing on my own in the dark and feeling all alone. I thought that you would think of me. That's all you do is think of you. Even when the world is feeling blue, all you do is think of you.
Twinkle, twinkle, electric star, yonder goes Brady on an electric car, making his way to the freedom line. He's gonna kill him a sucker like a bulldog man, been on the job too long. Brady was a whacker on the telephone wire, long come Duncan with a shining star. Looked old Brady right through the specs. He says there's no use in talking, Brady, get your check. Been on the job too long. Brady replied and he answered no. Duncan showed him a sight that was never before. Says now Brady, you're running your race. Old Duncan shot a hole through Brady's chest. Been on the job too long. Brady had a little 25, kill a man about a half a mile. Duncan had a big 44, when he laid old Brady in the barroom door. Thought he'd been on the job too long. Just about 9, horses in the hikes all upon the line. White and the black all gathered around. They're gonna take Mr. Brady to the burying ground. Been on the job too long. Touch on his arm, said Mr. Devil, well, I ain't here long. Devil says, did it just this away? Well, there's never been a sucker here that ever got away. Been on the job too long. Lady had a little 25, kill a man about a half a mile. When he laid old Brady in the barroom door, thought he'd been on the job too long.
That was Wilmer Watts there with Been on the Job Too Long. Next up, we're going to have a little bit of Tweedy Bros. But before that,
Those are my favourite bros.
Are they really? There's a lot of bros.
No, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, like you got the Mario Bros.
I know, yeah.
Us, we're bros.
We are, yeah.
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
Warner Bros. They own a lot of things.
Warner Bros. own the Batman.
They do.
That's pretty much all the bros.
Tell us what your favourite bros are.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's us.
Yep. And whatever, you know. What would you put bros before? Is our question of the week. So do get in touch on that.
Perhaps some kind of like farming equipment, but I wouldn't know.
Other than that, we wouldn't know. Let's listen to some more music. This is Dance All Night with a Bottle, and it's the Tweedy Bros. Dancing all night with a bottle.
I think every song should end like that.
Dun, 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 bum, bum.
Yep.
Have we ever learned how to do that?
I don't know. I mean, it couldn't be that hard, could it?
All our songs end with diddle 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 dun, dun.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or ticka 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 ticka. Well, they're basically the same, aren't they? Yes, we were very fortunate. Last week we got to play a few shows at the Whelan's Blues Roots and Brass Festival, which was it was excellent fun. And then what are we doing next?
We're doing the rock and roll marathon. That's going to be fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if you like running, getting up really, really early and punishing your body, join in at the rock. Look, entries are probably closed at this stage. What am I talking about?
Probably.
But anyway, someone who's running in the marathon might be listening. So best of luck in the Dublin Rock and Roll Marathon. Myself and Al will be getting up the earliest we get up every year. It's the earliest morning of the year for us. We start playing at about 7:30 in the morning to about 20 or 30,000 people running past us very quickly, which is something we're used to. Usually when we start playing, people tend to start running anyway.
They always tend to speed up. I think like our stage always has the highest time of people running
definitely.
by.
They see us, they make a funny little face, and they run faster.
They do, yeah.
It's great.
It's great
for
that our
them.
music gives people so much energy, you know.
Motivation and energy is what we're all about here on Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3.com.au. We are going to finish the program now with a great old tune by Smokey Wood, Carry Me Back to Virginia. But another shout out to the amazing twins Katie and Aoife. Absolutely brilliant. Do get online and find their stuff. Beautiful harmonies, great songwriters. Can't say more good stuff about them. They're very, very good.
Excellent detectives.
Great detectives. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Good night.
Good night.
And the corn and taters grown there. There's where the birds warble sweet in the springtime. There's where old darkies Hardem long to go. There's where I labor so hard for old master, day after day, in the fields of yellow corn. No place on earth do I love more sincerely than old Virginia, the place where I was born. Labor place on earth do I love more sincerely than old Virginia, the place where I was born.